we go shock y'all asses this year. All right, guys, what's up? I told you today was today, and I want to tell you all about it. I got a chance, as I told you, to do this, to go to the Cowboys. Coach reached out to us, Coach Schottenheimer, bringing in all what they call, they've got the tag on still, Legends community. So they give us one of these, to walk around and get the families. All the families came, but I didn't take any family member because even though I consider the Cowboys to be my family, I didn't need any of my family bothering me about taking pictures and doing this when I had to go and examine my family, if you get what I mean. We have a new head coach. We have new things going on. I wanted to see how things are being implemented in this new regime that we have now. We'll call it that. Remember, because I told you, how do we get things different when you're doing things and bringing people or keeping people that were in the old mess that you were trying to get rid of? So after talking with Coach last week, I finally got a chance to talk with him on the phone, to go over and spend some time with everybody. And let me tell you how the day went. Let me sum it up first. It was amazing. It was simply amazing. I mean, it's so interesting how much you first miss being in that big meeting room. Coach brought us all in, all the guys, and we were in the meeting room with the players. Hadn't been in a big team meeting room in a long time. Not like that. With all the guys, it was I call this a locker room, to try to glean from what we get from being in those situations, in that kind of a room, that kind of talent, and I love what Coach Schottenheimer is trying to do, I must admit. And I came down hard about this on this decision, but I must admit there's some things I told you that are winning me over. Like I told you about him understanding how important it is to have the right culture and set the right tone. The one thing I would always say the key card in winning championships and in every place that I won championships, it was always an understanding of how we do things here. And people talk about culture. Culture is something that when it's right, you don't even have to speak about it anymore. You'll get past saying, well, we're trying to create the right culture. We're trying to do, you don't have to do anything. You know it's there. And there's only one way to create the culture that will win championships over and over again. And that's putting someone in that kind of culture over and over and over again. You must live in it. As I was joking around with the receiver coach and everything and talking with Coach Schottenheimer, I said, Coach, you do what we're doing here, what we do on Sundays. This stuff is the pressure-packed stuff. All of it's pressure. When you get those 3rd and 9s, that's all pressure. It's about competition. It's about pressure. Those two things, competition, competing, and it's always pressure. You have to live, you have to learn, and you must love those things. competition and pressure. And my mind always says, because that's what's going to win in the fourth quarter. You know, I'm not even talking talent. I know what I'm saying. Competing and pressure. I ain't say talent. And you know why I didn't say talent? Because it's not going to be a determining factor. You can have talent, but everybody has talent. It's how much you compete and how good you are under pressure. And how do I create this every day, 24 hours a day, so when it happens, you feel like you're right where you're supposed to be. When fourth quarter, 2 minutes, all that stuff happens, your heartbeat drops. Because pressure is right where you want to be. So the day started like this. We all come in the big meeting room. And I'm in there and I look up and I say, oh, they got a basketball goal in the meeting room. Basketball goal, a tape on the line, about 10 feet. Coach comes in and he says, all right, guys are here on a good day. I want to introduce all the legends. And he introduced everybody. Had everybody come in, put all the, everybody that was there, all the legends that were there on the big board, and then called out their names. And he said to the players, this is what we're part of. This is what they built. This very building we are in, they built. He said, I want you guys to spend as much time around them to get whatever you can from them so we can hold up and honor and do what they've done. I was like, okay, that's a good start because he's connecting. Remember, you're not going to do great things without the connectivity. It's just, without that connectivity, all the way around. Everybody in the building has to be connected. And everybody in the building has to know the importance of what we are doing to build a championship. What he was doing, which I thought was brilliant stuff in this sense, he was connecting these generation and these young men that people try to say, oh, these guys are selfish, these guys only care about them, this is a social media era and all of that. He was saying, we different. Everybody in this room is family, and this is our thing. And we have to honor that. We have to honor what they have done, this building that we have, these opportunities we have. We have to honor it with our play. I'm just telling you, I like that. Then he gave all the veterans a chance to stand up and talk. I mean, everybody. He said anybody could just do it. So most of the guys jumped up and started talking. And he put up Dame Lillard and said, man, if Dame Lillard was talking about if I was to talk to my younger self, what would I say? And then he asked guys, all of us, if we were to talk to our younger selves, what would we say? And everybody, guys just started standing up talking. Rocket, Hollywood, Henderson. I mean, it was a beautiful moment. Hollywood shared some beautiful things, and he's been sober for 41 years and just to take advantage of the opportunity, it was great. It really felt like a family, us being a family. And then, after we all stopped sharing, you could tell we felt like we were in the locker room again. It's high energy. It's all high energy. Everybody laughing, messing around. What? Well, you say, yeah, it was just so great. And then, guys, and then Coach did this. He said, all right, you guys are here. We got a competition going. You're here for the right time. And he brought up 2 guys. They're doing free throw competitions. He brought up first Brady James and Joe Looney. They're doing free throws competition, man. And it was so cool because I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it. But in this sense, I didn't want to overstep everybody. I wanted it to be about we, and certainly not me. So I didn't even stand up and say anything that I would speak to my younger self. I wanted to hear what these guys were saying because I'm there waiting, and I wanted to hear things to share with you guys to make sure I see what I need to see in my guys. Dude, I love it. I love it. I love that he brought them up and they did the free throw competition. Who else went? I know Joe Looney and Brady James went from the old guys. But I forgot who did it on the current team. Sam Williams. Who did Sam lose to? Oh, yeah. It was Sam Williams and somebody. They shot free throws. But you get 30 seconds, and you get to make as many as you can. You got your boy giving you free rebounds. Dude, and everybody hype. So get what he's doing now. I want you to get what he's doing. He's creating competition right there, even in with a basketball, in the meeting room between 2 players. And he's doing it with all of us yelling, let's go. He's creating competition and pressure. See what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying, because I absolutely know what I'm talking about. As soon as you get here, mindset, competing under pressure. We're going to do this before we start our day. Mindset. You guys, come on up here. Let's go, everybody. Yelling. Let's go, everybody. Competing under pressure. So I was just looking. I said, oh, okay. I like that. I like that. And it's high level, high energy all the time. And then we get to go to meeting rooms. We broke out like we do always. Everybody meet. And then coach said, all right, offense stays in here. Defense gets the lead. And Charlie Mack, he played with me. Charlie Williams, 42. He said, coach, man, things still ain't changed. He said, the defense always have to lead. The offense always get to stay in this room, and the defense always leave. And he's right. It was like that when we were playing. It was like that when Drew Pearson and them were playing. In that main meeting room, that's basically the offensive meeting room. Defense, get out. And coach was like, Larry, Charlie, you're right. You're right. No, we never thought about that. You're right. We'll take it up next time. Defense, get the hell out of here. And then we all bust out laughing and having fun, man. It was like, dude, I swear, man, I was getting emotional because I miss it. Then we break out, we do offensive team meetings. Let me tell you what I saw. Offensive team meetings. Offensive coordinator gets up. And remember now, we're in this era. Even me, I'm trying to sneak pics as I'm studying and reading, looking at things. We're in this era. What I saw. CD, stand up. Tell me such. Okay. Jalen Tolbert, stand up. Give me this. Give the place. Understand? Give me this. What are we doing on this? What do we do here? Where do we do it? You see, he's out, the office coordinator calling out people and giving you scenarios. We have this going on, that going on. What's the situation? You better call up and get it. Everybody's sitting there listening. Yeah. And if you get it right, yay! And if you slow it, what they're trying to help you, it's competition under pressure. You understand? And I thought this part too, I said, oh, this is interesting. Because we are in this generation with these things in the social media and everybody always trying to sneak on and get it. And attention spans have dropped. You can't just have a 3-4 hour long or 2-3 hour meeting nowadays. You'll lose them. This is interaction that keeps it high. I didn't see anybody on their phones. I saw everybody waiting because they didn't know if they were going to be called. Ready. I said, oh, he's creating competition under pressure. We go in the meeting room, breakout offensive meeting room. Wide receivers meeting room, quarterbacks go to meet, everybody go meet. We go in those meeting rooms, we put on film, we're watching film. The receivers coach. As we're watching this, hey, they got it again. They got 2 receivers, we got 2 receivers groups. One go on that board, one go on that board. We're going to go watch film, go over protections and stuff. Coach starts calling out. 2 players, 2 guys. Lamb, Mingo, both hit the board. And then he goes out, 3 jet scat right, X, whatever, calls the play. Both have to draw the whole damn play. Do you understand that? In front of all of us watching. And I'm talking about everybody's route and responsibility. All I knew was my triangle. I'm gonna know what what I gotta do as a wide receiver. I'm gonna know what the secondary is playing. I didn't study the running backs like that, the linemen, I didn't study those setups. I studied my triangle. I'm going corner, safety line, inside backer. I see them jokers because those are the closest jokers to me. I know they'll do it. You know what I mean? But they had them drawing up because it's so interchangeable now. CD's going to be the Z, then he may motion and show up and be the F. Then he may come over and be an X. So interchangeable. They are all learning. And again, I loved it because it keeps you engaged. Not one mug brug was on that phone. Dude. And in the meeting room, here again, he was creating competition under pressure. I know what I'm talking about. We go through the walkthrough and then we hit practice. Man. Oh man, you're watching guys move around, get ready. We get in the teams and we're on 25-yard line, 75 yards. And he hits CeeDee Lamb in the seam. CeeDee takes it. I'm looking. I see CeeDee, ain't there no This Joe just went 75 yards, man. Caught that pass and ran 75 yards. Oh, he was touched back there. Like he got tackled back there. But he still finished in the end zone. We came back a couple plays later and they dropped the ball over to George Pickens. He caught that thing, hit the seam, and he went 70 yards, 75 yards. But then when I looked over, I saw 88 running. Oh, dude. Full speed in practice. CeeDee met him down at the corner of the end zone, gave him 5 in practice. I said, competition under pressure. I'm telling you. I like what I saw. I like how he's handling it. I like how Coach goes about it. When they were doing good, we had a great practice. We started off, it was so crisp. Everybody was hyped. They were making all kind of plays. We went on the field. I'm out on the field, talking my noise. It was crisp. It was moving. And Coach called everybody up. That's great. We're going to do this. I told you, keep working hard. We're going to take a little break right now. You earned it. But then after the break, what I loved was After the break, we came back and started off a little slouchy. He brought him back up and got back on that butt. He said, I gave you credit and I gave you some time. You earned it. But you come back out here and do. Truly, I was thinking, hey, they're really going pretty good. But he's got to set that tone. He could have seen one person that just takes it a little bit easy. And he calls everybody up. Because it's unacceptable. And that one damn person can destroy everything. So it's unacceptable. You see people like, oh, who ain't going hard? Who wasn't going hard? Who didn't go hard when Coach did this? Who wasn't going hard? That was very important. It was very important to see. When Coach said, get up, what is going on? I gave you credit. I gave you a little bit of a break, and you come back out, and I see shit slouching. What is going on? Dude, I know what I'm talking about. I saw guys looking around like, who's slouching? What's going on? What's going on? That's competition under pressure. I'm telling you, everybody was looking around. You know why? Because that ain't what we're doing, and we need to hold everybody accountable. And they're like, who? And nobody said anything, but that's how you build champions. Because now nobody wants to be the one to let everybody down. And if everybody looking around saying, who did that? Who took it easy? Who went, who? Then you get some answers around here. And you get some more of them championships around here. Because that's how you create. That's how you live in the right, what they call culture. It's always about winning. And it comes back down to who? You know why? Everybody's saying who? Because they want to know who broke the promise. What did I tell y'all? If you want to win a championship, all you got to do is a promise made one man to the other. Each and every day, I will get my job done today. At the end of that practice, when Coach called them up and got on them about that last little piece being a little lazy, like a day or so, and everybody looked around going, who? I said, okay. We working on the right stuff. We working on the right stuff. And then I got my Tyler boys right there. You know, what's up, mate? What's up? The Tyler boys got, that line looking like they're looking. I'm telling y'all, I walked out of there real excited about this season. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people going to be sleeping like I don't know what. You going to sleep, and then we going to creep. Right? Everybody talking about Washington. Everybody talking about Philadelphia. And then the Cowboys got the hardest schedule we ever seen. Oh, my God, this is about to be. Oh, my God. No. What y'all are trying to do when you're saying all of that is create this fear and anxiety. But what I saw today was what I needed to see so I can tell you that shit ain't gonna work. Because I saw a man that's trying to grab all of this opportunity that he has. And he's changing that culture. And he's done one thing that I hold true. You must make people comfortable with them two things. Competing like a mother, brother. And then pressure. And why I didn't put talent in here for you guys is understand that talent's going to vary. And talent matters when we're the freshest. Like, oh, he can run a 4.2. Michael runs a 4.5 if you run that the first time. And maybe he can run a 4.2 all first quarter. And I run only a 4.5 that first quarter. But since his talent got to run in the second quarter, third, and fourth, his talent, he ain't going to be running 4-2 in the fourth quarter. I'm still going to be running 4-5. See, our talent is going to lean out. It's going to come down to what you have in here competing-wise and what you have dealing with pressure. You know, I was worried going into this year after coming out of last year saying we need to do things to bring hope back to the Cowboys, back to the fan base. I'm telling you, it's hope. It is here. And we go shock some of you jokers. All you jokers who think you, y'all, I'm telling you, I am telling you. If they continue like this and hold on to what I saw today, I can guarantee you, we will shock the world. The world. Because they got the talent. I always told you, they have the skill. And the intensity now, and the players together now, creating every situation as a competition under pressure. Competition under pressure. That's how we create the collective will. We go shock y'all asses this year. Oh, y'all thought. I got it. Y'all thought. We gonna shock y'all, man. Man, I can tell you, I had such a great time with my boys and receivers, man. George, Pickens. Listen, dude. Listen. We gonna shock y'all this year. If y'all think it's over, y'all got another thinking coming. We gonna rack y'all asses up this year.